Yogalates. So today I have a block, two lighter weights, and a ring or a strap. If you want to grab one of those. All right, so we're going to start today in a tabletop position. Just the knees in line with the hips, rounding and arcing, moving through the spine. Make sure that you continue moving through the neck. When you round and arc, remember that's part of the spine. Just kind of warming up, feeling where you might feel any resistance, any tension. And then when you're ready, next time that you round your back, curl your toes, take it into a downward facing dog, and just walk your dog. Tuck that chin into your chest. Again, feeling where you might feel a little sore, a little tense. Just breathe through it, walk through it, move through it. Good. About 2 more each side. Take your time. And then step your right foot forward. If you have those weights, sorry, I should have told you to put those weights near you. So the right foot is forward. Pick up those weights if you have them and lift all the way up into a warrior one type position with your right leg bent, your left foot out to an angle. Stay here and press that right hip back. Left foot stays out to an angle. Take your right arm, circle back and up. Just the right side, back and up. Right side circles, back and up. Good. Bending that front foot, that front knee forward. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both weights come together. Lift up your heels so both toes are pointed forward. Both toes pointed forward. Now bend the elbows, dip down and up. Bend the elbows as you dip the knee down and up. Keep pushing into that front foot. Nice long lunge here. Down and up. Good, about 5 more. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then on the last one, step forward, bring those weights in by your side. Before we do our other side, we're going to take a chair position with the feet a little bit wider, about a fist distance apart, heels and knees squeeze together. Come into the chair with those weights. Sit nice and low. Take the weights out and in. If you don't want to use weights, you can just have your arm weight. Tuck in that tailbone. Sit back in that seat. Just like you're sitting in a chair. Good. Exhale together. Inhaling, opening up. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to stand back up. This time we'll step the right foot back. Left foot stays out in front of us. Bring those arms up. Sink into your warrior one pose with the right leg back, left leg forward, and then start in those circles with your left arm. Look behind you, circle and up. Move with your breath. Try to keep your arms straight the whole time. Belly button tucked in toward your spine. Good. 5 more. 3, 2, and 1. Now step both feet forward. We're going to come into a forward fold. We're still holding on to the weights. Start with just your back flat and a 90-degree angle. Palms facing up. Make sure those feet are about hip distance apart and start just little pulses, palms facing upward. Draw your belly in. Start feeling the stretch in the back of your legs. This is where those weights should be super lightweight. I'm already feeling it, and I only have 4 pounds. If your weights are too heavy, just drop your weights and just do your hands, your arms. Good, keep pumping. Another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now let them drop, let your arms drop, and then just fold into this. You can do little knee bends, side to side, or just stay folded in. You can even release your weights and just hug onto your legs. Let that blood drain down into your head. This is really good, especially if you don't have, if your heart is okay. If you have a heart issue, then bring your heart a little bit higher. But if it feels okay, just let the head draw down. Let the blood sink down into the crown of your head. Good, about 3 more deep breaths here, just hugging in, folding in. Good, and on your exhalation, pick up those weights and then start rounding all the way up through the spine till you come to a nice standing position. Good, step your right foot forward again. Left foot back out to that angle. This time we're going to circle both arms all the way up and around. Up and around. Good. Keep going. I'm going to adjust my camera just a little bit. I feel like it needs to get adjusted. Good. Yes. Just circle. Nice straight arms. Good, whatever direction you're going, we have 3 more this way, and then we're going to reverse the direction of those circles. 2, 3, and then reverse the direction of those arm circles. Keep sinking low into this. Good, another 3, 2, and 1. Arms straight up. Lift up the heel behind you and then dip down and up with those tricep curls. As you dip that back knee, just down and up. Keep pushing into that front heel. Look at something not moving, just right in front of you. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, and step it all the way up. Other side. Both arms circle. Whatever direction you start with, just go in that direction. Try to keep your core tight while you're here. Really stretch out those arms. Good, keep going. Another 5, 4, keep your belly tight. 3, 2, 1, and then go your other way. Other way. Same thing, other direction. Exhaling the arms down, inhaling up. Good, another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now keep your arms up. Point the toe forward, lift up that back heel. We're going into those tricep knee dips. Tricep curl, knee dip down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more. And 1, step it forward, back into that forward fold. This time the pinkies are going to face upward. Instead of the palms facing upward, just the pinky face upward. Keep your back nice and flat, draw your belly in, and pulse those arms. Pulse it, make sure the pinky is pointed up toward the ceiling. Pulse, pulse. 30 more seconds right here. You can have a slight bend in your knees, or you can keep your legs straight, whatever feels better. Good. Those triceps should starting to be burning. Good. Another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, we're gonna keep up as high as you can, those arms. Twist your wrists. Keep your arms up high, twist those wrists, twist. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now let the arms lower down, come back into your forward fold. Take a stretch. Breathe. You want to do little knee bends, side to side. Let it be all about what feels good for you. Just breathing into this, another 3 more deep breaths. Good, and coming back to center, pick up those weights as you slowly round up vertebrae by vertebrae, coming all the way up to a standing position. Step right foot forward. This time we're gonna extend the left leg back as far as we can, flex your foot, and then bring the elbows all the way out to the side with the weights up by your chest and lengthen out. Think of like a bird flying, something like that. You have those elbows out. Good, we're balancing, good. Good, just look at something not moving. Keep going, another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now come all the way down, drop it down, let that leg come up, that back left leg stretch as far up as you want to take that left leg. And if you had a block, you could use a block if you wanted to instead of the weights for any kind of balance that you need. So 5 more breaths here, stretching out that hamstring. Good. And on your exhalation, slowly lower down. Come all the way nice and low before we do the other side. Just round your back in. You can use that block if you need to for balance, either in front of you or onto your seat. And we're going to take a crow pose here. So widen those knees out, place those hands onto the ground, and then start shifting your weight onto your arms. Here's where if you needed to, you could put that block under your feet, under your seat. See if you can lift up one foot and then try to lift up your other foot. 5 more deep breaths. And on your exhalation, slowly come down. Make sure those weights are near you. And then we're gonna just straighten those legs back up, round all the way up through the spine, stepping left foot forward this time. Right leg goes back behind you, flex that foot. Bend your elbows out to the side and tee it out and in. Good, find something not moving that you can look at. Stretching that leg back behind you, another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now lower it down. Stretch out that leg. Remember, use that block as you need to. You want to balance on it. Bring that right leg up high. Good. 3 more deep breaths here. And then lower that leg down. We're going to come back into another crow pose, but first, take a stretch, bend those knees, round through your spine. Let those knees open up nice and wide, and when you're ready, start trying to balance your weight onto your hands. Lifting up one foot, and then your other foot. Three more deep breaths. And on your exhalation, slowly come back down. We're gonna keep our weights near us and your ring if you have one. And rock back onto your seat. All right, so if you have a ring, go ahead and grab that ring. If you don't have a ring, you can use a towel or a strap. Just start balancing both feet onto your ring and then lengthen and bend. Lengthen and bend. Here is an opportunity to stretch out your legs, to think about your form, your posture. And try to squeeze those shoulder blades together. Keep your chin lifted. Good. Another 3. We're going to hold that. And 2. Okay. And 1 more. Just stay here. Hold. Hold. Squeeze those shoulder blades back behind you. Open up through the chest. Lift up the chin. Keep your legs as straight as you can. Good job. You guys look good. Another 3, 2, okay, now just release just your right foot. You can do a little bend in your knees. Just your right foot is gonna release. Stay here and little itty bitty pulses with your right leg for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now put that right foot back in the ring. Find your balance again. Squeeze those shoulder blades back behind you. And now left side. Releases and little pulses up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back into that teaser. Put both feet into the ring or the towel. Hold another 10, 9, good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend those knees, release your feet down onto the ground. Have those weights near you, just the lighter weights. Come all the way down onto your back. place the ring in between your thighs. And we're just gonna hold onto those weights and bridge up, bridge up. Now I want you to just take those weights out to the side wherever you feel the most resistance. Just out to the side, lifted up off of the ground, and start little pulses with your ring and the weights. Just little itty bitty movements. Good, keep squeezing through the glutes. Good, 30 more seconds right here. Good, another 15. Try to feel those weights, just those tiny little movements, strengthening through the chest. Keep pulsing that ring. Another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, we're gonna hold the squeeze of the ring. Now just start bringing the arms up and then down so you can go under your seat when you come down. Palms are just gonna face up the whole time. Think of a snow angel. Your arms are doing like a snow angel in the snow, except for they're not touching the ground. They're just floating off the ground. Keep squeezing those hips up high as you can. Dip under your hips with those weights when you come down there. 30 more seconds here. Keep breathing. Good, another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can take the weights away, lower down, and then figure 4 your right leg over your left. So that ankle's gonna stay stretched on the right side. If you have that ring, go ahead and place the ring onto your right thigh. So it's the leg that's crossed. Push into that left heel, and then just pulse up with your hips as you press the ring down. Pulse it up. We're stretching and strengthening here. This is also, you should be feeling this through the shoulders if you have that ring, and through the core. Good, 30 more seconds here. And then we're gonna do some heel lifts, and then we're gonna stretch it out. Good, another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now hold that squeeze, stay up high, lift and lower the heel. The left heel, lift and lower, up and down. Keep pushing that ring down the whole time. You should be working abdominals, shoulders, hips. Try to keep that right foot flexed, good. Another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower all the way down. You can remove the prop for right now. Fully cross the right leg over your left leg, and then hold onto your ankles, your opposite ankles with your hand. We're gonna rock and roll with our legs crossed. Try to balance when you come up, and then rock back. Balance, and then rock back. Good, another 5. Balance for just a second every time you come up. 4, 3, 2, okay, now stay here. Coming up, see if you can keep your legs stacked on top of each other, and then just stack them. If it doesn't feel good to stack your legs like this, you can just take your top leg and mermaid it out to the side. It's gonna be an added stretch to stack them. Now find those weights near you. We have both weights, just lighter weights. And then take your left arm up and your right arm back behind you. And we're doing little pulses. We're gonna come into a stretch after this, but it's like little pulse, like you're trying to reach those weights together. You might not feel a whole lot of movement through your arms, but just keep pulsing because this is a really good prep for the stretch because we're going to be stretching after these pulses. Good. 20 more seconds, keep pulsing. You can go big or little range of motion, up to you. Make sure those seat bones are grounded. Another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now take those weights away and we're gonna try to catch our fingers. If it's hard for you to catch your fingers, use a strap, use a towel, use your ring, use something to catch your hands so that they're binding together. Good, we're just gonna stay here, hold it and breathe. Try to straighten up your spine, try not to let your head fall down. Good. Let's see. Good. All right, another 5 more deep breaths. Some of us are just now really getting there. Breathe into it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly, very, very, very slowly release it. Pick up those weights if you want to, and then just circle. You don't have to have the weights if you don't want. Just circle one way. 10, 9, keep your core strong as you circle. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we're going the other way with those circles, with the arm circles, just your other direction. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, good. 2, 1 more this way. 1, and then drop your weights. We're gonna take this top right leg and move it into a pigeon pose. So make sure your stuff is out of the way. Shift that right leg forward, and then your left leg is gonna start to go back. Take your time. We're coming into a pigeon pose with that right leg, the same leg that we were stretching on top. Now here's where if you wanted to, you could pick up those weights or your ring or something near you to get a little arm stuff in while we stretch out our pigeon. Start stretching out, and then if you wanted to, pick up your ring and do gentle little pulses down as you're in your pigeon. If you don't have a ring, you could pick up the weights and do little bicep curls also instead. So up to you. 30 more seconds, we're staying here. Good, keep breathing, moving through this. 15 seconds. Good, another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo. Okay, now we're gonna take a downward facing dog before we do our other side. So curl that toe on the left side behind you and press back into a downward facing dog. Start walking your dog. Shift your weight side to side, move through this. Feel how your right side might feel a little bit different than your left side. We just did all that work, now we got your ball. Good, keep breathing, moving through this. Another 3, 2, and 1. Now lower those knees to the ground. Take a few cat-cows, stretching out through your spine. Remembering that neck is also part of our spine. Good, and then cross those legs behind you. Make sure you have your props along the way, and we're gonna come into that figure 4 bridge on the other side. So we did the right side before, now we're doing the left side. If you have that ring, go ahead and pick it up. Place it onto your thigh, and then bridging up. Left leg cross this time. Start finding that rhythm of pushing your hips up and the ring down. Keep pushing into that heel, and then 30 more seconds. All right, in about 20 seconds, we're just gonna stay up high and do the heel, lower and lift. With pressing this ring, you should be feeling that in the core, in the shoulders, through the hip, especially on that left side. Good, another 5, 4, 3, 2, now stay up nice and high, lift and lower the heel on that right side. Up and down, 30 seconds. Keep those hips up as high as you can. Try to keep remembering to flex that foot on your left side. All right, another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And slowly lower down. Take that ring out of the way and fully cross that left leg over your right leg. Take a few rock and rolls with your legs staying bent. It's definitely harder with your legs crossed over like this. Try to take just a second to balance every time that you come up. Good, about 2 more. And then the next time that you're up, just stay up. Try to keep those legs stacked on top of each other. But remember, if you wanted to, you could mermaid the legs out to the side. And then find those weights. Make sure your seat bones are nice and grounded. This time we have right arm up, left arm down, and then start with a big range of motion and see how that feels. And then you can go to smaller pulses. Whatever feels better for you, maybe you can do a variation of big and small. 30 more seconds. Remembering we're coming into that stretch after this. So really think about your form, think about the length of your spine, think about strengthening those muscles. Good. Keep breathing, another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now remove those weights. We're coming into our bind. If you needed to, you could use that ring to help you, or some type of towel, or you could even use a weight to connect it, unless you can touch your fingers. For me, it's easier on this side more tense on the other side. So it's easier for me to get there on this side. But however you get there, try not to be like hunched forward. Try to keep your spine nice and straight, chin lifted, and just breathe. 5 deep breaths. Good, one more deep breath in. And on your exhalation, release your bind, pick up your weights, and we have those circles, those arm circles. So if you don't want to, you don't have to have the weights. If you want to, pick up your weights and start circling for 10, strong belly, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more round, and then just go your other way, big circles. Take your time, move with that breath. 10, 9, stretch them out. 8, 7, 6, good, 5, 4, keep stretching. 3, 2, and 1. Drop those weights. Now we have our pigeon. If you wanted to, you could do those little bicep curls in your pigeon, or you could have that ring. So start shifting that left leg forward, and then your right leg back. If you needed to, you could put a block under the hip on that left side. Take your time getting here. Just coming into that deep stretch with your pigeon, with your option to do a little bicep curl while you're here, or you could even take that ring and pulse it down. Good, 30 more seconds. Good, 20 more seconds, keep breathing, try to relax into this, especially through the hips. I know your upper body might be working. Another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the ring. Take those hands under your shoulders, curl the toe behind you. We're gonna take our final down dog of the day. So find that down dog. You can either walk it out, or you can stay there and stretch into it. Breathe, just feel into it. Widen those fingers, straighten up through the back. 5 more deep breaths, however feels good for you. Good, one more deep breath in. And on the exhalation, lower your knees down to the ground, pick up those weights. Excuse me, that just activated something in my throat. Okay, so we're on our knees right now. Lengthen out through the spine. Pick up the weights if you have them and just stretch them straight out in front of you with the palms facing up. Start lowering back behind you. Lean back, lean back, lean back. When you feel like you can't lean back anymore, twist your wrists and come up. Again, twist those wrists to lower back, palms facing up, lower back. Reach back behind you when you feel like you can't go anymore. Twist the wrist to come up. Just 30 seconds here. Lower back, lower back, lower back. And when you can't go back anymore, come up. So this is at your own pace, experimenting with how far back you can or want to go. Just about 10 more seconds. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop those weights down and just come into a tabletop position. Rounded arc, move through your cat-cow. Move your spine, make it feel really good for you. Breathing through this. I like to try to consciously inhale into my stomach when I round or when I arc my spine, and then exhale into my back when I round. But just feel your breath, whatever feels good for you. Good. And the next time that you come into a rounded cat pose, just stay here and move around in it. Circle around in it, move through the hips, through the shoulders. Try to feel each part of your back body into your spine. Good. And then whenever you're ready, just go the opposite direction. Move through it, round through it. Yes, make it feel good. And coming back to center, cross your legs behind you so you can come onto your seat. We're just gonna end with a really quick tapping to really feel good through our energy. So just sit in a nice, comfortable seated position and then tap your meaty part of your pinky fingers, just tap them. Make movements through the spine if it feels good. Take a big deep breath here. And now take your dominant hand, whatever hand that you write with, and tap on the center of your forehead. Just tap, 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 tap. Take a big deep breath. And now tapping the side peripheral, like your peripheral vision. Just tap here, take a big deep breath. And now tap under your eyes and your sinus area on both sides of your nose. Take a big deep breath. And now tap under your nose, above your lip. Take a big deep breath. And now tap the tip of your chin. Take a big deep breath. And now tap your clavicle bones. We're gonna take a big deep breath and we're gonna make a noise out of our throat. Big deep breath in. Just make that noise out of your throat. Now tap your side, the side body under your arms. You can either wrap around or you could do same side. Take a big deep breath. And now tap just the crown of your head, the top of your head. Tap, 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 big deep breath. And on your exhalation, bring your palms together, thumbs to your heart center, and namaste. The light in me honors the light in you.